I was in Beaumont, Texas, and I met this girl, right? And so I met this girl, and then like we went out or whatever, and then like I saw her again, right? And so she invited me to her house, and bro, she invited me to her house, and so before we get in, she says, "Close your eyes." And I said, "Close my eyes?" I'm like, "Close my eyes?" And I'm like, "Wow, you're gonna surprise me with something? I hope it's like some lingerie you got on or something." But bro, she's just like, "Please just close your eyes. I'll guide you through the whole thing. Just you have to close your eyes." And I said, okay,
that's
fine.
a setup.
Yeah, I was like, okay, fine. So I was just hoping to get in her room. So we started walking through the house, and I had my eyes closed. When I came in, she made sure I had my eyes closed. And I had my eyes closed for a little while, and I was trusting her. But then I said, something told me, like, open your eyes to see what this is. Bro, there was nothing but clothes and just like big bags of like maybe trash or something.
Oh, you were trying to protect your eyes from the...
Yes, and look, there was just a trail through there. That's all it was like a trail to each little room through all that shit, bro. And I was like, oh my gosh. I said, bro, I'm gonna keep my eyes closed. I might not want to see all this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you remember that one story in the book of the Bible where, what's his name? A guy said, "Hey, leave, don't look back, or there'll be consequences." What happened? The wife
Look
salt. That was right there. That was that right there. You like, you know what? Let me open my eyes. Whoa.
Yeah.
You know, like when you first go on a dark ride for the first time.
Yeah.
When you get to the dark cave part, you're like, oh my god, I don't want nothing popping at me. I know it's a ride. And then you open your eyes and it's still pitch black. You're like, wow, get me out of here. Megalophobia. Yeah.
Yeah. Like a haunted hayride or something like that, or like the hayride. Like you don't even know you're gonna fall off that thing or something.
Yeah, like them haunted houses, they've been stepping their game up a little.
Oh, that too. That's
the haunted houses that any haunted house that has a spider that's realistic looking is the winner for me.
I had somebody touch me once at one. Yeah, like came up and behind me and grabbed me. I was like, oh. You don't be, you know what I'm saying?
You're not supposed to do that
in the hood, man.
Actually, I was leading the pack, which is like the worst. If you were in the front line of the haunted house, man, you get everything. Everything comes at you.
Yeah.
So you see everything before everybody else does. So that's why the best spot to be in a haunted house is the middle. Because the other person that already saw it, and you know what I'm saying?
They know what's coming. And so you already know you kind of know what's coming.
Yes, and the person that's in the back, they do get the last, but you know, you gotta be brave to be in the front. They get the last, but
the person in the back gets the last.
The person in the back has somebody following them. That's why. That's why. If you're in the front, you gotta be brave. If you're in the back, you gotta be brave. If you're in the middle, you're safe.
Yeah.
But then they got these things where they make you doing the contraptions and stuff, like 13th floor.
Yeah.
Kudos to the 13th floor for just terrifying people. I know there are other haunted houses out there, but I don't really be,
No, that's one of the greatest ones, the 13th floor.
Oh yeah. They don't disappoint, man. I've been at least twice. No, 3 times. Tell me why the first time I went.
But
I took the VIP. I took the VIP interest the first time I went.
What?
Actually, the first time I went, I was actually working. I was working with iHeartRadio.
Yeah.
And they had I had to do an event. So basically, we just go out there and we have the tables and with the prize. Oh yeah, come win a prize, yada yada yada.
Yeah.
So I'm there, and it's just me by myself running it. And I'm already like 2 years in the game and doing this. And I'm like, I'm good at what I do.
Right.
But I'm like chilling. And so one lady by the name Evelyn, she was checking in on me, make sure I was good because I was by myself. You know, I'm like, oh, what you got over here? We got prizes and stuff. And then she goes, hey, would you be down to check out that? I'm like, yeah, no. I'm like, yeah, no, yeah, sure. I don't want to go by myself. But then she's like, all right, cool, we'll get you out. So That's just me, yo. I'm not I am not brave enough. I ain't gonna walk through that thing all by myself. I don't have balls like that. Would you walk through that? They say, hey, yeah, you go by yourself.
Yes.
What do you mean by myself?
Yes, I would. Yes, I would, and I have. But the thing about it is that you want somebody with you.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? You want somebody with you. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. So, like, guaranteed, like, I did, like, so after I got done, well, not done with the shift, I think they let me leave some, like, I took some stuff back to the vehicle, put it in the car, whatnot, and, what's it called, and then I got in there. So when I got in there, they took me to the VIP entrance, and then already, you go up there, and it's already, the VIP entrance is eerie, but you can see where all the actors and actresses are going to the dressing room. To go change.
Okay, yeah, that's a different perspective.
Yeah. So like, I mean, but it doesn't look obvious. It's just like, oh, they're going through like a door, but it's like, oh, that looks spooky, but it's like their dressing room. And so
what's the point of this, bro? What's the point? What's the point of what we're saying? What you're talking about? Being scared.
Shit, I don't know, man. I just went off into a haunted house.
I know.
That's true, man. You know,
man,
it's a Renwick Show, man. Anything can happen on here.
I feel you, man.
Well, I mean, we were technically talking about an original subject, and I just went off into haunted houses.
Yes. Yeah,
so I think it had something to do with the whole messiness, messy people. That's what we were doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So messy. Yeah. They get sidetracked.
Yeah.
But yeah. So messy people. Like I had a homeboy. Like he invited me over, man, and then I didn't know his crib was messy, but as soon as I got there, I'm talking like, bro, it looked like a swamp.
Man.
Like the kitchen, just trash all over the place. I mean, his house was so messy, the roaches were actually cleaning out. They're doing their best to clean up they're like, hey dog, we make this mess, but we feel so bad for this cat, we gotta help him out.
The roaches helped him?
The roaches, but he didn't even clean it up. And then like, it was just the floor was bad, ants trailed going all over his Xbox, and bruh, I'm like, and he gonna have the nerve to tell me, hey, take your shoes off at the door.
What? Take your shoes off?
I'm like, what?
Bro, I might get something on my feet. I might get something on my feet.
I'm gonna get diarrhea on my foot. I
might get something on my foot walking in your house.
Bruh, you know what? It was really ballsy. I actually spent the night one time, but it was because I was really, really sleepy. And I don't know how I survived the night, but I survived the night. He had some dollars at one time, but they.
Oh my God!
That was. I'm just saying, it was a mess, man.
It was a mess.
It was just. I'm like, bro, how are you not getting sick of this?
I know, right? But see, the thing about that is that when messy people don't understand how messy they are. You know what I mean? Like some people don't understand things about themselves.
But you know what's funny? You could see his floor, but you could see that it looked like some kind of dimension or something opened up somewhere. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It might have been a swamp with a crocodile in it.
Oh.
Like, yeah, it was just like.
Oh my God! So
you want me to take my shoes off?
It was that disgusting that it looked like a swamp in there,
bro.
No, at least
I'm like, I was like, I know I'm not that messy.
At least the girl that I talked about, at least they had a trail through the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? At least they had somewhere to go. But, when somebody's that messy, they don't realize that cleaning it up will be just better. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like when you clean up your stuff,
the air feels so much better.
Yeah, it's just like so much better for you. You know what I mean? Like, why would you be that way when you know you shouldn't be that way?
Well, they say the messy ones are usually the intelligent people.
That's too what? That's too
that.
intelligent, and that's not intelligent at all for you to be that messy.
Yeah.
So
the intelligent ones are.
Hey, but that's where we get to the thin line between insanity, right? Insanity and genius, and so that's us in our game, bro. That thin line between what's funny and what's not. What's right and what's wrong.
Actually, a lot of things are funny, but some people are just. A lot of things are funny, but people are just like.
Yeah.
But there's obvious things that are not funny. Like I saw the video where these Trump protesters, not supporters, they maced this guy and his girlfriend in a car.
Wow.
And they were like recording it, and you're like, yeah. And I was like, damn. That's crazy. Like nowadays, you just everybody put it. Like you said, not not even nowadays. It's been like that. It's been like that. It's people. But what's crazy is people be like, oh no, nothing going on.
I know, right? Right. Change the channel real quick, cause nothing's going on.
Oh, that's nothing. Let's watch some Boondocks.
Gosh, we'll see that next week on Sean Hannity.
Yeah,
we'll
all
watch
these shenanigans
play on Sean Hannity next week.
What the thizzle?
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, they're obviously
like they trying to pass the buck, like to try to pass it off, like we don't know what's really going on. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man.
There might be some low key stuff that we don't know about that's going on, and they're like trying to keep us.
But that's the thing about it nowadays. Everything is taped. Everything is recorded. You can't even steal.
You know what?
I can't steal a piece of gum anymore, bro, because there's cameras everywhere now. I can't even steal a piece of gum anymore, bro.
Why do you want to steal a piece of gum?
Just to have the gum, but that's all I'm saying. If whatever, you can't steal anything anymore.
You're right.
There's cameras everywhere.
We steal music. I mean, not me. That's not going on. But yeah.
Yeah, you're on your own with that one. But all I'm saying is that you can get recorded by anything now.
Basically.
You see what I'm saying?
Like
and so that, it's limited to what
it.
you can do. And people do this stuff all the time. You saw that shooting, right? Didn't they have that guy with the shooting? He had a body camera on, and every perspective of him shooting those people was on tape.
Yeah,
on videotape.
He did have a body cam,
and it looked like
the shot at the grocery store.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it looked like he was in a Call of Duty game. That's what it looked like. But he was really shooting people
with no weapons.
With no weapons? Well, with real weapons, but
no. I mean, like he had his weapon. But I'm saying he was shooting at people with no weapon, unarmed. Shooting unarmed. Nobody had a weapon on him. Nobody tried to fight back.
Oh, he was shooting unarmed people.
Yeah.
There was one security guard that stood up to him, but he got gunned down. So there was one guy with the gun. There was one guy with the gun, but everybody else unarmed. Unarmed. You
saw how they cuffed him, right? It was like, hey man, how you doing? You doing all right? It's gonna be great, man.
Exactly.
Just for you. He's like, what? Yeah. You know what? That's another episode, man. Before we get deep.
Yeah.